Hello, gems. Happy Wellness and or Work Hard Wednesday. It's so amazing to have you, each and every one of you here today. Welcome in. ATK Gaming, so good to see you. Hello, hello. Aquafox, welcome in. Great to see you. How's it going? Animated Philosophy, welcome. Very good to see you. What have you been up to lately? Hello, Zephyr. How's the drawing been going for you? Moon Fairy, welcome in. My left contact, for some reason, has been... I might have to take a break and fix it. I keep looking sad because I'm looking over to my left monitor and my eyebrows are like, no. Elden Cheese, hello. How are you doing? Good morning. It's so great to see you again. Ryzen. Oh, it's Pokemon Day? Ooh, in celebration of Pokemon Day, what is everybody's favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon... Does anybody know it? Let's see if there's anyone who's heard me say it before. Any guesses? I do, yes. I'm using my live 2D model today. I'm going to be, more than drawing today, I'm going to be doing some prep because I was making like a priority list yesterday. And I was like, what do I need to get done the most right now? And because I have 2 conventions coming up in March, I have Game On Expo in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. So if you want to meet me or visit me and you're in the area, make sure to check that out. We have all those events in the Discord. And I have Animation Expo in Utah. And there's still some stuff I need to do. One of them being I need more business cards because I actually just ran out of business cards at this last convention I went to on Saturday, which is a good thing. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a business card redesign yet. We'll take a look at it. I might mess around a bit, but we'll see. Next I need to order, I'm just going to order 𝐒𝐬𝐽 and Yoimiya because I don't know if I'm going to finish Wriothesley or Yelan in time with ordering stuff because the con is literally in 2 weeks. So I'm just going to order some stickers and keychains of both of them and that's going to be fine. And then I also want to make a banner because I don't have a banner for my booth yet and I really want to have like a banner to start. I'm not going to like draw anything new for it. I'm going to try to use things I already have. I'd like to draw like a new one in the future, but we'll just roll with what we have because I really feel like I'm lacking a banner. So those are like some of the stuff that I'm going to start with and work on today. Good morning, Rose. Hello. How are you doing? Drawing and practicing Japanese. Ooh. What are you drawing and how is the Japanese practicing going for you? I'm finding you. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I'm very tired. I'm very, very sleepy. I woke up not too long ago. Hi, Zola. How are you doing? Good morning. Welcome in. Nefagan Zales. Good morning. How are you doing? It isn't 𝐒𝐿acion, but I do like 𝐒𝐿acion a lot. But that's a good guess. That is a fantastic guess. Primarina. I've actually never... I don't think I've ever seen Primarina. Is Primarina a newer Pokemon? Pikachu? No. Or is yours Pikachu? My favorite is Vulpix. She's my favorite Pokemon. I love Vulpix. You can't stay for long. I added art into my Pinterest board. Nice. Let's go. My favorite is Gliscor. What do I... Let's see. Hold on. We're going to see into the abyss for a second. Gliscor. Oh, this Pokemon. Yeah, I forgot the name. Yeah, I remember this guy. He's pretty cool. I like his design. Really? Oh, so pretty. I don't think I've ever seen this Pokemon. Wow. I love the colors too. That's a good guess. I didn't know them though. Until now. Wow. Oh, how was your vacation, Zola? Where'd you go for vacation? Good morning, Rebecca. Oh my gosh, how is the sketch going? Can I post a link? Go for it. Philosophy said Japanese is a mix between trying space repetition, which seems to be working. Struggling with words that contain this one kanji, though. Some of the grammar points. Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, I wonder if there's anywhere you can find people saying it in like different sentences too. I wonder if that would help. Primarino is the water starter for Sun and Moon. I haven't played Sun and Moon. She's a starter in Sun and Moon? Or wait, is she the final evolution of Oshawott, or? Oh, you went to Disney World? Oh my gosh, what did you do at Disney? Yes. Ooh, yay. Heck yes. I love it. This is so epic. Amazing work. Beautiful artwork. I really like this character right here. So nice. You did a really good job on the hands here. Fantastic. Heck yeah, good job. Not Oshawott. Oh, Evo of Pop. Wait, by the way. Popplio? Popplio. Oh, okay. Yes. Popplio. Goes from seal to like seal mermaid. That's sweet. Oh, here are the evolutions. I'm blocking some of it here. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen all the evolutions. There's a lot of new Pokemon I don't know, actually, to be honest. Good morning, Tara. How are you? Hello. Welcome in. Philosophy says drawing has been with brushes because when I reset CSP, I also cleared all my download brushes, testing, reorganizing, and also cutting VTuber hair. I hope the VTuber hair goes well. And yeah, I've done that before with Photoshop too. I've started to like save my brushes in a folder because if I switch computers or need them like elsewhere. Cause yeah, it's like you lose all your brushes and it's the saddest thing. Especially if you have the brushes and you don't know where you got them from. And then you have to like try to re-scour the internet and find them. I went to Star Wars Land for the first time and went to Animal Kingdom. Ooh, for the first time in about 15 years. That's epic. Animal Kingdom's my favorite, personally, because I really like the, what is the name? Mount Everest, I think is the name of the ride. You know that ride, Zola? No problem, Moon. Have a great day. Have a good one. Rebecca said it's going good. It's very silly, though. You know these really ugly Sonic and SpongeBob popsicles? The idea is a VTuber model. Of my character like that. That's awesome. That is amazing. You have to make like a meme post on Twitter or something after you make it like next to the Sonic and SpongeBob popsicle. That is a great idea, Rebecca. And that's like a really simple one too. And that's like I feel like that's a good concept to practice rigging because it's not like an overly complicated character or model. Rose said I'm okay trying to gain the courage to get back into streaming. I haven't done it in so long and I have cold feet again. It's like really common to have cold feet, even if you take like a week break of streaming. I've had times where like I don't stream for a week and I come back and I'm like, oof, I'm rusty. So I think I totally understand that feeling. I think just diving in and getting in there is the best thing you can do. And if there's anything you're nervous about, like not knowing what to talk about on stream or something like that, there's a lot of good tips out there. But one of my faves too is like having a notepad and like writing a few topics you want to talk about, stuff like that. But there's strategies for each, but I hear you on that totally. Been there and I've felt that before as well, so you're not alone in that feeling. Tired. Oh my gosh. I feel you. I feel you so much. I do. I got some ginger tea. Hopefully it will wake me up. How's it going in here? Good. We just started stream. What I'm hoping to work on today is potentially a new business card design, but if not, I'm just gonna be ordering new business cards because I ran out. I'm gonna order 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿 and not 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, Yoimiya, my stickers and keychains, because I'm not done with Rizley yet, and I honestly do not know if I'm gonna finish him in time because my next con is in like 2 weeks. Yeah. Wow, I cannot believe how close that is. So I need to order those like pronto. And I also want to work on use some assets I have to make a banner, because there's a lot of artists and creators who have their banner and I don't have a banner yet. So I keep feeling like I'm not setting my brand in stone at the cons I've been at, because it's like, well, people can see my business card with my name, but I don't have like the big banner, and I love the banner. So I'm just going to do one with like the assets I already have, and I want to make one from scratch eventually, like design a character around the banner and like my name and stuff, but we'll just work with what we got to start, because something is better than nothing. From precious baby seal or sea lion to a beautiful mermaid-like creature. Yeah, that's cool. Hi, Janet. Good morning. How are you doing? Happy Wellness Wednesday. Work Hard Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. They were in the history on your CSP account. Yeah, that's really, really helpful. That's super helpful. Would it go in the history of your CSP account, though, if you got the brushes externally, like on another website? You passed by it? Nice. Yeah, my favorite ride at Disney is Mount Everest. Although I'm not like a big roller coaster person anymore. I was when I was younger. I'm not a big fan anymore. But I really enjoyed them when I was younger. Random question, what's your PC specs? Yeah, no problem. Let me copy and paste those for you, ATK. Hold on. I'm gonna get them from Twitch because I have them. I'm also streaming on Twitch, by the way. So let me grab my specs off Twitch. And I'm gonna paste these in the YouTube chat. There's my specs so you can see. Interesting tip, I learned there may be a local maker space near you that can print the banner. Mine is the library. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. There's different types of banners. I've seen different types. I want to get, I think, like a cloth banner. I think I want to get a cloth banner. I'm going to look around at like some websites. There could be some local shops too, yeah. And I don't know how long it's going to take these places to make a banner, but we all need a big saya in our life. Well, you mean like you mean like making my model like this big saya? I'm just playing. Hi, 𝐿𝐿. How's it going? No problem, ATK. No problem at all. Okay, let's get to it. First thing on the list is business card. So let's see if I can find my business cards here. These are my past ones. It's gonna take a second for them to load. Yeah, I'm pretty, like, I like the design I have, but what I really gotta do is start doing more fan art of Syafire, to be honest, for some, like, of my promotional stuff. Is it called fan art, though, when it's of my own character? Does anybody know that? Would you call it fan art? Good morning, Talon. How's your morning going? Welcome in. Okay, so I kind of like this one, actually. But I kind of like that front. That'd be a nice change of pace. The very first one I did was this one. Let me talk about the mistakes with this really quick. I'm a graphic designer, too, so I'm surprised that I just didn't realize this until... Sometimes you don't realize things until it happens. Anyways, so this was the description about who I am as a creator, but think about this. This is on a business card, and like 90% of people probably can't read this. You know how small this text is and how much text that is? Not to mention I talked about my view count and my subscribers, and that substantially has changed since then. This says 17,000, I'm at 27. I have 10K more subscribers, and I have almost 1 million more views on my channel since then. Which is fine, I guess, if you get rid of your business cards fast. But it doesn't stand the test of time either, in a way, because if somebody has this card, and it's like 4 years down the line, and they look back at it, but I guess that's kind of cool, because then they have like a capsule of like the creator's journey in a way. You use a drawing tablet, right? Yes, I use a drawing tablet. I use the Wacom Cintiq 22 HD, but it's discontinued, I believe. Like, they don't have this one anymore. I would really like to upgrade to a like a 4K tablet really badly. I've had this one for like 7 years. It's about time. It's canon, so official PC. Yes, you're right. You're right. Philosophy. That's so silly. Hi, Akia. How's it going? Welcome in. Great to see ya. Safe to say I'm done with the character. Rough concept. All I need to do in my environment. I woke up and my progress is slow, but I eventually get it done. That's all right. 1% is better than 0%. 1 step is better than 0 steps. The first step is the step on a journey to 1,000 steps. Yeah, so I kind of like this one. Although the thing is I already have the print that I'm selling. Okay, I have to think here for a second. Let me think. I need to grab a notepad. Okay, so if I'm going to do any new business card design, something that I really need. Okay, well, my name. So we'll put Syafire. And then something else that I need is, my online shop. Because people always ask. Something else I've considered doing too is when people buy from my physical booth, giving them a coupon to my online shop. I thought about that. Also, I'm excited to say that I've crushed my March goal already for my Etsy shop sales, which is awesome. My goal was about 10 sales a month, and I've been exceeding that goal slightly, but ever so slightly a month ahead, which is awesome and very exciting. It makes me very happy and eager to continue to work on more art to sell in my shop. And I want to do like more digital assets and stuff. No problem. Thanks to the lurk, Talon. And thank you, ATK. Yeah, I will eventually. Maybe not this year, but next year potentially. Yes, thank you. I know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's awesome. Okay, so my Etsy shop, my YouTube channel for sure, my Twitch, yep. All the socials. Oh, I'm definitely on my Instagram. A lot of people at conventions are especially Instagram users, especially if you're an artist. That's something I realized. They're going to ask for your Instagram and your online shop first. So those are like the two most important things. If you're any kind of artist, I feel like, because those are the most common questions I get first. Do you have an Instagram? Do you have an online shop? Those are the two top questions. Awesome to hear the news. Yeah, have you thought about having a QR code for your links on your cards? I have. QR codes I feel like can take up a lot of space. So, QR code on my phone, I don't know. I'm always in debate over that. I guess like it's faster. But it's like, I think I'd want to have a QR code maybe separately off of my business card. I don't know. We could make a version with the QR code. It's a good question. I've seen a lot of people do it. I don't know how I feel about QR codes like on a card personally, just because, again, the amount of space it takes up. Yeah. Oh, but the other thing is using a QR code that links out to the rest of your socials too. So it's not just one thing, actually. So I think in that sense it makes more sense, because if you just have one QR code that goes to one of these things, then it's like are QR code great on a YouTube banner too? That's a good question. I think it depends on the use case. So like a lot of users, there's a lot of users who use YouTube on web and mobile, but I believe mobile is more popular if I remember my research correctly. I don't remember off the top of my head. But if you're on mobile, like, it's unlikely that they're going to be using your QR code. I don't know if everybody knows this, but if you take a screenshot of a QR code, at least I know this to be true for the iPhone 11. I don't know about other devices, but because I have an iPhone 11. But if you take a screenshot of a QR code and save it in your photo album, and then you go to your photo album with the picture and you lightly press on top of the QR code with your finger, it will bring you to it. But I feel like that's a lot more work than just clicking a link on mobile. You know what I mean? It's like the least barrier to entry is usually what people are going to do. So if they're a mobile user, I don't think the QR code is very useful to them. If they're already on their desktop, I don't know either that they necessarily need to pull out their phone and take a picture of your QR code. So you really, when you're doing stuff like that, you got to think of the user and like what they're doing. Like, is that an action they're actually going to be taking? And if so, why are they taking it? And is that the way you want them to experience the user journey within your content or your website or whatever you're delivering? So I think like, I don't think it's like a terrible thing, but I also feel like it's not necessary. I think if you have links elsewhere, that it's fine. But I think that's something you could ask a lot of people too, like maybe some type of survey of like, how often do you go to a QR code on a YouTuber's banner? Like that's something that'd be interesting to hear if people would, or if they do that regularly or not. I feel like they wouldn't, but that's just my feeling. Yeah, QR to card. Yeah, QR to card. I know, and I've started to work on my new website like end of last year. Actually, more like middle half of last year, and I stopped. There's just too many projects, Gems. There's always so much to do. That's okay. That's why we have the power of the Sapphire Star and friendship. You could do a QR code that goes to a link tree. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Same thing as card. Link tree and card. Yep. Having it go to something that has all your things. I think that's the best option. A big physical QR code for people who don't want to carry things like a stand or a poster. Yeah, just having a QR code. Oh man, it's so helpful. Magical vendor Anya, hello. You're formerly Vexstar. Oh, hi Vex. Hi Magical. Hello. What would you like me to call you with your new username? Welcome in. So great to have you here. Okay. Let me think. Okay, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I don't feel like people are really that into Twitter. Cons. Again, not that you shouldn't have it, but I wonder, because, some people will put all their socials and then just put their name. But, like, I don't have the same exact name on all my socials, but I'm usually the first person that will show up if you search my name on any social. Because, like, Twitter is Syafire VT and Instagram is sapphire.art. Have y'all ever seen, like, people take your username that have literally been inactive for, like, 10 years? That makes me so mad. I'm like, dog, please let me have my username. Someone hasn't been active for, like, 10 years. Like, please. Oh, yeah, TikTok as well. That's a good one. Yeah. I think I might look at a few more business cards for, yeah, an email. I'm going to look at a few business cards for more inspiration. Boom, boom, boom. That's so cute. Thank you. Let me pull up my board here. Thank you for the high Jade. Appreciate it. Awesome. It's going good. I'm just about to work on potentially a business card redesign. Those are cool. Those are like see-through. Yeah, this person has the QR code. Yeah, this is why QR code makes just more sense now, because fitting all those on there is like... These clear cards are really interesting. It's time to make a wish. Wow, Atsu! Thank you for the 100 biddies. I super appreciate it. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How is D&D stuff going for ya? Good morning. Hi, Shiro. Welcome in. How's your week been? Oh, I love that package design. That's so pretty. Good package design makes me so happy. There's a lot of those transparent cards. There was, okay, the transparent cards, I don't know. I don't feel like amazing about them. That's kind of cool. They made their card a ruler, so it's also useful to keep on them. That's interesting. Okay, so there's a good use right there. And then one other use that I thought was pretty good was there's a clear one for a tattoo shop. And the reason I thought this was so powerful for them was because they did like this black and white design. So then if you like held the card over your arm or something, you would see like if that was tattooed onto you. So that was another good use of like the clear card. Because I don't feel like it's like that useful, but that one and then the ruler thing that I just saw, that's pretty sick. Yeah, top socials. Yeah, that's a really great point. And I think my top socials that I would do is my Etsy shop, my Instagram, and my YouTube. And then, yeah, and then I have the QR code for the rest. Yep. Hi, Red. How's it going? Wow. Akia! Thank you so much for the resub. For 1 month at tier 1. Can we get some hype in the chat? Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. My model's tweaking. I'm looking too far to the left, Gems. Too far to the left. Right, there we go. I'm doing pretty good. Yay, that's great to hear. I'm doing good, thank you. All right. This one's pretty good still. I'm definitely gonna order this one again. I'll probably order some. But let's experiment a bit here. Okay. Which artboard is this? It's not gonna tell me. Okay. Grabbing water myself. No problem. I don't know which one it is. Oh, here we go. Okay, artboard 7. And then we'll do this, and then we'll do that. Okay. Nice. I think another thing that's helpful to look at, let's see. Business cards. VTuber banner. What you doing, Saya? I am currently working on making some new business cards because I have 2 cons coming up in March, which is going to be Animation Expo in Utah and Game On Expo in Arizona. So I just ran out of business cards at the last con. I ran out down to the very bottom. So I like to refresh my business card design every once in a while too. So I'm just considering like some new designs. I'm gonna move her to this side. Wonder if we should do like a new background. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. Back with the water. Welcome back. Background. Let's drop that behind. Boom, boom. Okay. Let me... I love that. So pretty. Yeah, I really want to do like a super pretty like logo like that at some point too. I love the like I'm gonna create a new board. Okay. My goal for February is to finish my rough character game art and to build a large batch on short form content before March. So whenever the new month comes, I'll be scheduling a ton of shorts on YouTube and other platforms that short videos benefit from. Nice. I hope that goes well. Yeah, batching is really helpful, like super duper helpful. I have this one on my price sheet from Durin. What is this? Okay, there we go. Let's select that. I put that over there. I've been bird brainstorming content all the way for November and now just started shooting and editing those videos. Sweet. How is the filming and the editing going? Yeah, no problem, Raka. It's being kind of weird today. I don't know. My model has a temper today. I don't know why the eyebrows are doing that. Usually it doesn't do that. Let me see if I could reset. Yeah, I'm literally looking straight at my camera right now. I think it's just off. It was a little off kilter. We'll see if that helps. Yeah, I think I just fixed it straight up. Alright, hopefully that fixes it. Looks way better, yeah. She was tweaking out. I was like, why are her eyebrows keep flying down? You just keep editing the editing simple. Yeah. Yeah, that helps, especially like if you just want to like get the content out and editing is just not something you want to spend a ton of time on. That really helps. Okay. Ace Art World, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Eternal Gems. You're now a magical celestial wolf girl, and I hope you enjoy your stay on the Sapphire Star. Welcome, welcome, friend. How are you doing? Hi, Clap. The time has come. The time. The brows were down, the eyes were full open, the mouth is a frown. It looks like she was about to burst into tears. I know, she was looking upset. Upsetty spaghetti. She was upset that things weren't right. I don't think I have any of my emotes set up on this one. I don't. I do have like a blush though. Let me see. I don't remember if I made a sad one. It's time for a model upgrade, I'll tell you that much, but it'll take a good amount of time. Let's see. Oh, I have scared eyes, this one. Ah! I love the dilated pupils. Mixed with angry. It's like my favorite thing. Oh yeah, I have the happy. This is broken right now though. That's freaky. Oh, I think I need to turn. Oh no, it's yeah, it's broken. I gotta fix it. That's supposed to be the closed happy eyes. Thank you. Oh yeah, the constellations. Let's blush. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I don't think I ever made a sad one. There's some really great like live 2D tears. I don't know if you've seen that before, but people do like animation for the tear strolling down their cheek, and it is absolutely incredible. It is incredible. Have a great time. You too. Have a good one. Have a super amazing one. I've seen a few, they're so detailed. I know, right? It's like mega impressive. It's the coolest thing. Can you put GIFs into Live 2D? Like a GIF of your character? That's a good question. Possibly? I've never tried. You can make GIFs of your VTuber and like the Live 2D like editor, the editor thing that comes with it. I know that you can, but you don't make them directly in there. You still have to use like an external GIF program. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. You maybe like test it. I guess that depends if you could like put a GIF into Live 2D and then activate it like in VTube Studio. Yeah. That's a really good question. Haven't tried it. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna I'm going to do the stickers really quickly here so we can get those done. We're going to do 5x5 canvas. Let me take this background out. Let's grab 𝐒𝐻𝐻. Bring her on over. And then we'll do the text, and we'll do @Syafire. Why does it keep doing that? There you go. Okay. Also, my popsicle sketch is done. Gotta move straight to coloring since they have no lines. Ooh! I want to see if you're down to share. Okay, the question is, where should this go? This is kind of a weird one of like... I feel like on top of her hat's like way too... It's gonna be tiny. Put it by her leg. Potentially. Let's do type, and then we'll do warp text, and I'm gonna give it just like a little bit of an arc, but like underneath. Ever so slightly. There you go. Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not gonna put it by her hat because I think that's it's just way too like out there. Like it's bringing unnecessary focus to it. It's not supposed to be the main point of the piece, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I think the legs is better because it just doesn't attract as much attention. Get ready for school. Been laying down for a couple minutes to wake up. 8:46. Your class starts at 11. Okay. Hope it goes super good. Good morning, Rusty. How are you? Welcome in. Hello. Okay. Let's see. So that's good for 𝐒𝐻𝐻. We're going to export to the desktop for now. 𝐒𝐻𝐻 sticker file. Okay. And then let's do another new one. Just 3D modeling before work. Now I work and lurk. Nice! Thank you for the lurk, and I hope the 3D modeling went super good. It's great to hear your 3D modeling. It's in stream chat. Ooh, yeah. Let me see. Ooh, PNG tuber I made for myself. That's awesome, magical. I love the blinking. Very cool. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Are the Sonic eyes actually that out of whack sometimes? Like, you fit it so well. This is epic. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. This could be really wonky. Oh, that's good. That was a great idea, 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿. Fantastic work. You're inspiring me. I want to make one now. How did you come up with the idea? You're just like sitting at a traffic light while driving and you're like, Hi, Lucky. I'm just working on prepping for some con stuff. How are you doing? Hello. Oh, all right. Let's bring her on over. And then I feel like I'm like 90% sure I made I thought I made text for her. Maybe not. Hi, Fictro. So good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Diving or doing something random, mind wandering. Bam! Idea. Yeah, let's go. That's when it happens, yeah. When you're doing something random. I always like have my notepad ready. 'Cause you just never know when an idea is gonna strike. Do I want it against this leg or over there? I think I want it against this leg right here. And then we'll do type, warp text, arc. Okay. Nice. We got that. And we'll do Yoi Mia sticker file. Working on your short. How's the short going for you? How have like the shorts in general been? Like how have you been feeling about the process, like posting it, all that stuff? Good night, sleep well, animated. It was so great having you here. Have a great rest of your day. Okay. We got those two. Well, we will order them. Okay. Actually gonna start a banner because that's most needed. Let me see. Okay. Custom banners. Do. Hello, Sky. Was lurking while I didn't wake up routine, but now I'm officially here with breakfast. Ooh, yummy. What'd you get for breakfast? Also, hookshot. Ooh, I missed the raid. My raid alerts have been broken, but thank you so much for the raid. Let me get you a shout out. Ooh, Sea of Thieves. I still have yet to play Sea of Thieves. Oh, there is fabric banners. I want a cloth. Fabric banners. This looks to be possibly. Okay. The size 48 by 24. The process itself is starting to get comfortable. They do best on Instagram. Yeah. Now there's one video on TikTok which got 25K. It wasn't a breakthrough, but I was happy. Yeah, it's like some stuff you don't know when it's going to hit or why it even hits sometimes. That's why the best thing we can do as creators is just continue to produce content, do the best we know with the info we have, and continue to grow from there. Yes, I've been wanting to try it. That would be a lot of fun. I've been seeing more Twitter posts saying that VTuber's been better luck on Instagram and YouTube for shorts lately. I personally like Instagram a lot now. Like YouTube shorts are like hit or miss. I don't know. YouTube shorts are okay, but Instagram Reels are like my favorite right now. I've personally had some good success with Instagram Reels though. I don't know, it's interesting. Because again, you just never know what's going to happen with it. All my other reels are not really doing great, but my first reel that I posted has been going viral. Well, I guess I don't know what you consider viral. I consider viral when there's a lot. Like, it's been continuing to grow every single day, and I've gotten followers every day because of it as well, which has been pretty cool. And that was new for me because Instagram was a place where I posted my work, but I don't really think I attracted many like new people into my content or into my art, mostly just friends, family and stuff. But yeah, this one did really good. So I don't know. And then I took a break because last month I should have also had 4 shorts come out, and then they didn't because I've just been doing so many other things. But I still got one out, I guess, because this is the one I did for the con. And these are like roughly the same vibe and same format, so I'm very curious as to why this one did good. This one has a really strong visual hook though. Is seeing 3 like pieces of merch right off the bat, like high quality merch. I think it's a really good visual hook, so felt like that was probably a big reason why it did well. Like these ones do too, but yeah, I don't know, because these ones I feel like have a good visual hook too. So again, sometimes you just don't know. Or it's the topic. Sometimes it's the topic too alone. Because this one is pretty wide range on like making merch. But then these ones are more focused. Like this one is like how to turn your art into prints. That's a very specific need, I guess. So yeah, you never know. And then like this did the best on the Instagram, but YouTube Shorts, this one did the best. And the other ones didn't do quite as well, so I've performed better on YouTube, but I also have a pre-existing audience there, so that makes sense. TikTok has been okay. That Insta is meh. Yeah. Yep. TikTok I had a lot of luck with when I first started, but it's been... Yeah, in TikTok too, I had one that did much better than the others that wasn't the same one that did good on Instagram or YouTube. So every platform has its own unique little quirks as well to pay attention to. But unless you're like a huge media company, I don't feel like it's really worth doing a lot of tweaking for that individual platform when you can just repost. But if you're an individual creator, I'd say just posting is more important. But if you have the time to be able to adjust stuff to the unique quirks of that platform, then I think, yeah, go for it. One thing I dislike about Instagram is how nosy they are. Like, no, I don't want to share my VTuber with my personal account and my relatives. For example, Baldur's Gate 3 content, I add comedy, video games, and fantasy. Yeah, I feel like that fits well for the categories. I usually do digital art, business, or like something like business or small business. And then I want to say drawing usually. Oh, the definition of viral is generally 5 million views or more in a week or less. Oh, I didn't know that there's a specific definition for viral. That's good to know. Also, welcome in, Ballas. How's it going? Yeah, some people have good luck on Facebook too. I personally have not. But better to post it there than to not post it at all, right? Okay. I guess I need to decide how long I want my banner. Let me see. Let me get a picture of my booth. And then kind of use that as like a mock-up. I love that question. Yeah, that's a really good one, Fictro. Would you like your content to just blow up, or would you like it if it was a slow build up? I personally would want a slow build up because with every stage of growing as a content creator, you're going to learn something new, right? You're going to learn something new, and if you just go viral or blow up, you don't really have the chance to learn those things and to experience all the different stages of being a creator, which I think could be really tough for people, because handling success is just, if not, in my opinion, actually more catastrophic than handling failure. Handling success, I believe, is a lot harder than handling failure. In my own personal experience, like failure, it's rough, but if no one's watching, then I mean, whatever. Then you can just like continue to experiment, but there's a lot of pressure when you know there's a lot of people watching and anticipating what you do next. But I don't also want to discount failure. I think there are different unique feelings that somebody like will feel and experience with both, and I think certain people everybody handles those two things differently. For me personally, I've honestly struggled a lot with like handling even the growth that I've had now in lots of different ways. And I'm not like a huge creator by any means, but there's definitely been some struggles with it. So growing slowly, I think, is much better for me personally in my individual journey to understand and slowly learn the discipline of creating and understanding what I actually want my content to be and what I want it to do for people and what my bigger footprint is as a creative and what I'm trying to do with that. So I don't think I would want to go viral because I think it could definitely like be very difficult for me to handle and quite possibly even make it so that I dropped out of like the content game completely. And I don't know that for sure, but just from some of my experience and like feeling of it. And I think this, like I said, I think the slow build helps you learn a lot more like lessons. Oh man, I didn't get like a full booth picture. I'm gonna go find that picture. I have an older booth picture. It's not my most recent, like up-to-date booth, but I'm gonna use this because it shows the full bottom so I can do more of a banner mock-up. What about you, Fictro? What do you think? I'd love to hear any of the other gems, opinions, and thoughts on that too. The definition for all this stuff, like a micro-influencer, is considered about 100,000 followers. I felt like micro is like anywhere from like 30,000 followers to like 100,000. I don't know. Personally, saying out loud, I went viral on Facebook hurts my soul, so I don't upload there. That's funny. Hi, Akuma. No problem, Akuma. Yeah. So Akuma, I know we had talked about doing some of the live 2D stuff on stream today. Do you want me to still do that? Or because you're at work, I don't know if now's a good time, but you let me know. Good morning, Robbie. How are you doing? Welcome in. So good to see you. If it looks like I'm sleeping right now, Gems, I'm just looking down at my phone because I'm trying to find a picture of my booth from earlier so I can use this as like a mock-up for the banner. I'm scrolling through trying to find. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. Yeah, no problem, Fictro. No problem. Because if you don't know the fundamentals, like there's a lot of people who experience virality and then they're popular for like a little while and then they fall off and you never hear from them again. And a lot of that is because people get crushed under the pressure. I combined crush and pressure. Get crushed under the pressure. Because you don't know what to do. Like if you all of a sudden like you get all this attention and you don't know how to maintain it, it can be really problematic. And I don't know, Fictro, have you ever heard of the 1,000 True Fans theory? It's like the best thing ever. If you haven't heard of it, you should look it up. It's like a 3-minute YouTube video you can find. And it's one of the most peaceful things that you can understand as a creator and as somebody who wants to have some type of business or following online for the things that they're creating. Whether you're like a content creator, like you make webcomics, you sell your art, whatever, you make a game. It's called the 1,000 True Fans theory. I recommend every single person in this chat look this up, even if you don't make a business. It's a really cool thing. It's a really, really cool theory. And I really, really believe in it and love it. But basically, the video explains it really good with visuals, but I can give like a basic overview. Basically, what the 1,000 True Fans theory is if you have 1,000 true fans who are willing to spend a certain amount of money on you per year, that's enough money to fund your business, to make it, well, then we dive into the definition of happiness, but to create a quote-unquote happy life, whatever your definition of a happy life is. But, so 1,000 true fans is if one fan, okay, so if you are selling a product, think about this. You're selling one product a year for $10 and 1,000 people buy it. That's $10,000, okay? That's only $10. If you have 1,000 true fans and you sell, and each fan spends about $100 on you a year for whatever products, they buy stickers, they buy a webcomic of yours, they're subscribed to your Patreon, whatever. 1,000 times 100, that's $100,000 a year. Obviously not including taxes, but if you had 1,000 people, now think about all the creators who have like 100,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, whatever. All they need is 1,000 of their audience to spend $100 a year on them. And obviously there's super fans who will spend like way more than that. They buy everything the creator releases. And that's not even including like if you're a YouTuber, like ad revenue, sponsorships, and all that stuff. So it just brings a lot of peace to creators that think that they have to have 1 million subscribers or 1 million followers or whatever. When you feel like you're in this race to become the best, it brings a lot of peace because all you really need is 1,000 people, and in the grand scheme of things, that's really not that much to spend whatever, and you can multiply that by whatever amount if you wanted to make more money. So $500, 1,000 true fans, if each one spent $500 a year, that's $500,000. And think about like if you hosted an event and people spend like $500 to get into the event, which that's common for like if you're going to like maybe like VidCon or like whatever, you're going to some learning like educational event, it's pretty common that you probably spend that much, right? Yeah, so like, like in Vox's context, it's like all he would need. Okay. say you made your game $50 and 1,000 people buy it. That's $50,000. So it's like whatever. You just do the math of whatever you're trying to achieve. And it's like, it's pretty cool, but they talk more in depth of like about it in the video. It's also interesting to note that the 1,000 fan theory has held true for the last 20 plus years, which is epic. Hi Elf, how are you doing? Hi 𝐒𝐿𝐲, welcome in, great to see y'all. How's it going? I'll make sure not to sell it. Yeah, it depends. You know, Vox, I don't know if you know a lot about like pricing games, but if you don't or you've wondered about that, you should check out one of I can send you the link to it, Vox. It's 𝐒𝐿𝐲𝐵𝐾. They're one of my favorite game dev podcasts, and I just listened to one of their recent episodes, and they talked all about how to price games, and I think you will really love that conversation. I was thinking about you while I was listening to that podcast. I was like, I feel like Vox would love this. Thank you, Vox. Also, how you doing? Welcome in. I am Alpha. I don't use my 2D model that often because it's rare that I'm like fully just like looking up at my screen and not like down, because this is what happens if I use my live 2D model while I'm drawing. It's just going to look like this because of the way I position my tablet on my lap, which is why I don't use her very often. I use her for YouTube videos, but usually not for live stream. Because I don't play many games on stream or like, well, when I sit and talk to chat, sometimes like if I'm talking to chat for a specific time, I will use it, but a teeny sigh, it gets small, my face gets messed up because I'm looking down. Yeah, I think you would love the conversation. They don't give like a direct answer, but there's a lot of good conversation for you to contemplate how much you should charge for your game, which I just thought was so cool. But keep in mind, they make mobile games. I think they're all mobile games. They make a game called Crashlands. They're working on Crashlands 2 right now, I believe, which is the second one of their first one. I'm doing good, thanks. Got a bracelet. Ooh, what kind of bracelet? I'm doing good, thank you. Oh, send the transparent PNG of your model? Sure, yeah. Guys, I'm going to give you a mini live 2D lesson on stream here in a second. So if y'all want to learn a little bit about like how to cut your model in certain ways, I'm going to give a mini lesson on cutting the mouth and cutting the shirt. Do you use PRP or Live or VTube Studio? I've used both before, but I'm using VTube Studio right now. Yeah, you can turn off the getting smaller. I don't mind the getting smaller actually too much. It's my face expression, because my eyebrows and eyes get all like freaked out because I'm looking all like down at my tablet. Fix said, I'd rather my content blew up because I'm in a position where if I don't succeed in a certain time period, I have to find a 9-to-5 job, which I don't want to do. Yeah, see, and that depends on your season of life too. Yeah, that's like another good point to bring up. I'm sure that this comes from a fear, which probably is not the best, but I have more reasons. Yeah, there are usually a lot of like deep interwoven reasons of like the reason we create or like wanting to grow or have like be able to reach like those milestones. I'm constantly checking my mental state, and I try to be constantly insightful of my thoughts. Yeah, being very self-aware. And I do well with this process under pressure as well, so I think I could handle this sudden change. It'd be hard, no questions. Yeah. That's great. That's really good to know about yourself, and having that like inner confidence to trust yourself and know like if I do go viral, I bet you that I can like examine stuff, and I have the internal awareness to be able to know that I can handle that. I love that. I love that you have that confidence, and that's awesome. Definitely hold on to that. And that's really cool to hear, because again, yeah, it's like your season of life. Like that would be super helpful for you with where you're at, and then you'll unfold and kind of unravel things as you go. All I know is that AAA games are the best price games. That's satire, lol. Yeah, it's and it's interesting because like there's like a whole mindset they talk about in the podcast where people are willing to pay more for a AAA game just because more resources, quote unquote, have gone into it. They talk about a lot of the like psychology, because there's a lot of psychology in people who are buying games, and they talk about that a lot on the 𝐒𝐿𝐲𝐵𝐾 podcast. I love their podcast so much. Your live 2D model looks so pretty. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. It turned out so well. I really appreciate it. I really man, I want to make a new model so bad. It's gonna take. It's not my first priority though. There's so many other things. I'm really happy with the way this model turned out. Actually, I don't know that I want to make a new model. I want to do a few more outfits and like variations of her. And I have like a version of her with her bun and like her different outfit. Let me see if I can find. I think that's what I want to do first. Actually, yeah, is like the different versions. Where's my character sheet? These are her some of her different hairstyles that I never finished. Well, actually, I did finish the bun one. Hi, Mooper. What's new? I have 2 conventions coming up next month: Game On Expo in Arizona and Animation Expo in Utah. So I'm doing some prep for con stuff. And that's pretty much the newest thing that I've been up to. I didn't finish rendering all these different ones. I actually really like the high pony one. The braid one's pretty cool. I just kind of did, but I did finish, and what I wanted to do is do different gems too. This was a version of her I made a while back that I really want to turn into a live 2D model still. It's like a very different style. I did this style from a study of like this, I want to say it was a Korean artist, how she did it, and I really loved her style. This would be interesting to turn into a live 2D model though. Yeah, the face rendering. That one was really cool. I want to make a version of this one. Like finish that. But then I went with this like more Disney-esque like vibe or feeling with her. I'm glad you like it though. And then I'm trying to find the full character sheet. I think I need to type in character. Oh, here we go. The different hairstyles look adorable. Thanks, yes. Yeah, so I started doing like the full character sheet. I still have to finish it, but this one was the next one that I want to rig with her bun. And then I have the Syafire shirt. Yeah, this one's fun. Wow, I can't believe I actually drew her feet decently. I absolutely don't remember drawing her feet this well. I don't know what was happening that day, but I'm proud of myself. Wow. The toes actually don't look terrible. I know. I can't believe it. It's so funny. The skirt's really cute. Thank you. I actually have this outfit too. Legit, like IRL. This whole outfit. I guess I don't have this choker necklace though. If you price your game too low for what it is, you can actually get less sales. People perceive. Yes, Vox, exactly. Exactly. They talk about it. That's absolutely right. VTube Studio release, you could use the Cursed Explosion toggle. Cursed Explosion? Wait, is it one that they had like implemented in there? Yeah, this is a newfound confidence. That's awesome, Pictro. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Absolutely amazing. Rusty55R, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Eternal Gems. You're now a magical celestial wolf girl, and I hope you enjoy your stay on the Sapphire Star. You're gonna give her shoes? I guess I should, huh? I don't know why I didn't. LOL. I don't know why. I guess she's never had shoes. Not even in this model. She doesn't have shoes. It's just socks. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That's so funny. And thank you for the hydrate, Chris Carroll. Hope you're doing awesome. And the savior. Oh man, I missed so many things. I haven't been looking at the manager. Hold on. Save your work. Just saved. Thank you. Thank you for all the hydrates. I'm taking sips of my tea. Nugget of wisdom. Chris, choose a number between 1 and 330. And Talon, choose a number between 1 and 330. Y'all both redeem Nugget of wisdom. I know. I actually want to get those socks. Legit. I don't have those socks. The redeems are there. They weren't showing up for me because I'm using Restream, so I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, And Restream doesn't show Twitch's claim, so I have to check the dashboard every once in a while, which I forget to do sometimes. Hi, Voodoo. Good morning. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, I do have a tier 3. Is gonna resub doesn't let me fill it. That's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't. Who has shoes on indoors at home? Okay, 300. Wait, give me a sec. I want to descend. Super sad Saya for a second. Okay, 300. Page 300. All right. Oh, here we go. Talking about failure. You build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past. You don't try to forget the mistakes, but you don't dwell on it. You don't let it have any of your energy or any of your time or any of your space. By Johnny Cash, a musician. We know Johnny Cash. That's a really good one. You build on failure. You learn from it. You grow. You move forward. I love that. We were just talking about failure versus success, so that was a very fitting quote. Oh, and the wise old man. Oh, here we go. I can reread it. I got you. All right. You build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past. You don't try to forget the mistakes, but you don't dwell on it either. You don't let it have any of your energy or any of your time or any of your space. There you go. I was trying to go Oogway from Kung Fu Panda vibes a little bit. That was a great mix, Chris. I love that. Negative wisdom in the old voice. Thank you, Master Shifu. You got there for 2 to 3 words. Let's go. Heck yes. Love it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. What was I doing? Okay, so Akame. Wait, let me see. Akuma, not Akame. Akuma. All right, I'm gonna be using Akuma's character as a demo. So Gems, if you want to learn a bit more with cutting, I'm not gonna cut this VTuber on stream directly, but I'm just gonna talk about some of the points of where I would do the cutting. Okay, it always sounds so not good saying that out of context. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, anyways, moving forward. So they were asking about the shirt. How would I go about separating the pieces? It's a better way to say it, of this shirt. Well, actually, hold on. I'm also going to open my model so I can show you guys for reference. The core set, yes. There may be some part missing the con. That's fine. That's no problem at all. As long as we have the base shapes, that'll work. Okay, give me a second. I'm also opening my model so I can reference some of the stuff, especially for the mouth. Okay, so for this model, this is the bottom line with Live 2D. The more that you separate stuff, the more control that you're going to have. Now, that control is up to you. Do you want your model to look more 2D, or do you want your model to look more 3D? What is the time that you're committing to making this model? You can take either route, but choose wisely, because depending on how you separate the parts of your VTuber is how 2D or 3D it's going to look for sure. So if we take a look example of my model, when I turn, you see how my legs are kind of just like deceding into the back? This is more of a less time put into it concept, because the sock is all one layer. It's just like this. But if I really, really wanted to work on the 3D aspect, I could have gone in here and separated like each piece. Like this would be a piece. Let me get a red marker. this would be a piece, this would be a piece, this would be a piece. So that way I can take I can actually, what I would be able to do, I'm just using this for an example right now, is move, let's see. If these were separate pieces, I would essentially be able to move this back here, and then I'd be able to move this over, so then it's like overlapping, okay? Which is going to give it a lot more of a 3D look. So if I'm turning in space, these sock pieces are going to start rotating in a way where it looks a lot more 3D, because now you're creating multiple layers, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's no limit. That's how you end up with 8,000 layers, exactly. So this is just an example of I took a simpler route on my model. So what I'm saying to 𝐒𝐮𝐲 and for this model is if you it's going to look a little bit more flat. Oh, hold on, my legs are still showing. If it's going to look a little bit more flat, you can cut it into less pieces. But if you want to really get a 3D look, you'll cut it into more pieces. So take this core set, for example. You can, we're going to use a green since this is red. You could, if you want it more flat, or you don't want to put quite as much time into it, cut this whole piece as it one piece. Like this, just think about how you would actually construct it if you were like putting it on too. Like think about this as an actual article of clothing that you were putting on. That's another good way to look at it. So that's one way if you want it to be simple. Okay? But if we want to get into a more complicated version, what I would do is separate this piece as one, this piece as two, and then each of these laces would be a piece. I know, it's painful. This would be 3, this would be 4, whatever, this would be 5, this would be 6, this would be 7. Okay, but that's if you want to get very extreme with it. But the reason it's so important is because you're going to want that individual control when you're turning. If you want to really bend the pieces to look 3D, but that's going to take a lot more time to rig. But otherwise, if you just want a simple turn, whatever, you can just give the illusion that you're like turning a little bit, but it's not going to look too 3D. And I suppose another thing, if you wanted to break it down even more, is you could break it down into the different stripes here. So then, like I was showing you with the sock, this stripe would move over top of this black piece, so that more of this gray would be showing and less of that black piece would be showing. It's a little hard to show exactly, I guess, unless I spend a lot more time like cutting it up, but hopefully that's starting to make a little bit more sense. So it all depends on the level of complexity you want. If you're a beginner and you just want to get your first model done, honestly, I would just go with this green. But if you're like, I kind of want to try to get a little bit better and make it more, then I'd go with the purple level. And if you're trying to go, I want my model to look amazing, then you're really going to get in there and just cut like every single piece individually. And that's going to be like your third layer, your third level. So I would say there's a level 1. Oh my gosh, I can't see it. There's a level 1. There's purple was the level 2. And then red was the level 3. And yeah. And then okay, there's a level 4. I know. Oh my gosh. There's a level 4. A level 4 is you literally make new assets, like other pieces of this core set that are going to be showing when it turns. And actually, I've never done this deep of a level. I don't really know if your model can turn fully around. But say there's like a bow back here or something, like behind your core set. And when you start turning, you start seeing new pieces of the bow. Or like a new angle of the bow. So that would be like a level 4. Would be like now you're starting to show things that weren't even like fully there before. It can be a lot, but again, you don't have to make it that overwhelming for yourself. Separating the sock design into individual pieces sounds like a living nightmare. I know, right? Which is why I didn't do it. And it's because I'm not a VTuber that's really showing the bottom half of my character anyways. Like, I wouldn't even necessarily need a full body model, which is why my first series on YouTube is a half body series, because you might you don't really need to show your full body model. Like some people do, but some people you don't have to show the whole thing. So that's why you can get away with just doing a half body for streaming, especially. But a lot of people there's a lot of game devs that use Live 2D for animating their characters for game dev, and that's when you would also need a full body. So if you had a character in like a fighting position, here's their sword. And they're here and they're like standing. Oh my god, this could be so bad. And here's their arm. You're going to have the full body, right? You're going to have the full body. And they're going to have that animated. Maybe you have another character in your party standing over here, and then the rest of the enemies are on the other side. But that's when you would need like a full body too. So for streaming, you don't really necessarily need that, but it depends on your use case. Among Us guy with sword. It really was like that, huh? Easy convert to fishnet. My PESD regrettably ended up at like 1,300 layers. That's wild. Shading your model, yeah. And if you do really complicated like hair, wouldn't that mean you have to draw the layers a little bit bigger? What do you mean by that? Like the art itself bigger? You can shrink it in Live 2D too. That's something you can animate. But you would always want to have something bigger, I'd say, rather than smaller if we're talking about like big versus small, because you're gonna lose pixels if you're trying to make something be smaller to bigger. But you're just gonna compress the pixels if you go from bigger to smaller, which is better from like a visual standpoint. My goal is to do face and hair in the most detail because that's gonna be the focus point. Right. So you might not really need this level of detail with separating the core set. So if you're going with like a level 1, I would do the core set. I would probably separate each of these pieces. I'd separate this, even if you're doing the level 1, I probably would this, and then the under piece, I would separate these. There's no wrong answer. I think that's a lot of things that people get tripped up on when they start Live 2D, and that was something I struggled with. I was like, is this wrong though? Like, is this going to be not right? Not really. You could literally separate it however you want. But then that's why it comes down to practicing. Because then when you start rigging in the program, then you're going to start realizing what the issues were and how to make it better next time. And sometimes it's really hard to know. Even if you think you prepared everything in your head and you're like, I know exactly how to separate this, you're going to find, chances are you're going to run into something where you're like, oh man, I should have separated that, or I should have made this that way instead. But that's how you grow and you get better then. So I would separate those two pieces. I'm actually going to, let me redo that in a different color. I'm using my mouse right now. I'd separate those, like, here I'll do a little bit of a different color if I can for these. This lighter purple is like a separation. The baggy pieces here, I would have this probably be an underneath layer. I would just use this whole piece here. So you'd have like that as a piece. And then for the sleeves, if you want your arms to do any kind of movement, you're going to want to separate it like halfway. And then have this bottom part be a separate part. If you're doing any kind of bending, like if you want your character to do like a wave or something, if you're planning on that, you're going to want the arm to come up like this. So then you'll want to separate it at the bend right there. And when you're separating those layers, then you're going to want to make sure that this here has a little bit of room up here. So this is how you draw the piece, right? So then when, whoops. So then when it's bending, you see what I'm saying? Then you're going to see this part here for like the elbow. So, but this is going to be underneath the top. So you want to make sure you have a little bit of extra room there. And, oh, for the end of your sleeves, yeah, let's get to that. Okay, so for the end of the sleeves, I would do... I think I would do this as a top part, this lace, and then you'll have a behind lace. So that's going to be 1. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can never see. 1 and then 2 back here. So this piece will be 2. And you'll want to do the same concept I showed you with the sleeve. You're going to want to draw some of the other part back there. Especially if you want to have any physics on this, like flowing and having like a really flowy vibe. And then for the hand, it depends if you're animating the hand. Separating the fingers, that's a whole thing. But if you're not changing the hand, then you can just have the whole hand as its own layer. Yeah, definitely. There's some really good ones out there. Hi, Lion. How's it going? These could also be 2D versus 3D decision too. Oh, for level 3, draw the layers a bit bigger. Oh, yeah. So I guess, yeah, I think you would, actually. That's a really good point. You probably would. I haven't actually done that deep of a level of a model before. I'd love to at some point. So I'm not 100% sure, but that makes sense, what you're saying. That logic makes sense. No problem, Akuma. Yeah, I think that's it for that. And then for the mouth, I would do lower lip as 1, the middle lip line as 2, each fang 3, 4, and then you don't really have a top lip on your character, I guess. And then you'll want like the back of the mouth, inside of the mouth, 5. If you have a tongue or something, the tongue itself here will be 6. Yep. And if you have the teeth, a row of teeth when the mouth is open, that's going to be 7. So I can show you an example on mine. I don't know if this is, yeah, this is the cut layer one. Here we go. See? So there's the middle line, top lip, bottom lip, row of teeth, tooth, back mouth, tongue. And the tongue layers, again, can get really crazy if you're doing really advanced tracking, where your model can also stick their tongue out. But again, if you're just kind of starting basic, then that will be fine. If you're doing the tongue out toggle, I'd say from a starting position, if you're doing just a button that you click, I would just make a full tongue and what that looks like out. So this would be like your inside tongue, and then this would be like your outside tongue. Her tongue is not that pointy. I hope it's not. She's not a serpent. But you get what I'm saying? And then the outside tongue will be a toggle. So then you just have it where the mouth like goes into a certain position and then the tongue is sticking out. I know it looks so cursed, doesn't it? It really does. I definitely would have cut some things wrong if I hadn't like one of those guide sheets open with a ref while I planned how to separate mine. It helps a lot. Yeah, just watching videos will help you understand a lot of it for sure. I don't know if this was a newer version of Saya. The soft, like, that soft shading. Because that is not on my current model. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what version this is. Or maybe this is a newer version. When you take off the hair. Yeah, and I have like the full ears back there. I don't know what that is. Random white piece. Bald. Yes. Intentionally rig a bald toggle. Yeah. We love it. Mr. Clean. No problem. Yeah, hopefully that helps. And hopefully that was a good lesson for anyone who's trying to learn Live 2D. And like how to separate layers. Yeah, this is a little bit sloppy, but I can send a screenshot of this to you. Okay, nice. Do do. All right, so back to the banner. The banner. Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the banner. I'm gonna work on that probably a little bit later today too. Do, do, do. Thank you for the hydrate. In line, congrats on the 3 stream streak. Do do. Oh, I don't have my toggles working right now, but Elf, let me show you some of the ones that I had done. I want to do more, but wait, hold on, expression editor. Okay, I have the scared eyes. I love that one so much. I've got oh, my sweater toggle. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can take off the sweater. So that's another thing if you have like layers of clothes for your character. Yandere Saya, exactly. And then I have the blush too. Usually it should go with the constellations. And of course I have angry. And then we can have all in combo. It's so much fun. That's all I have though for this one. I did have these, but it's broken right now, like happy closed eyes, but the eye main hide was not working. Gotta figure out what's going on with that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, the constellations. I want to draw them a little bit better next time too, because this one, I think they looked okay on this one. I don't know if this has all the layers showing actually for it. I guess I did some constellations in her hair at one point. Oh, maybe I was experimenting with stuff. It's so weird to go back and like look at layers of something that you like decided to have or not have. Yeah, there's the better constellations. Oh, that's when I added like some pink back into her eyes. Oh, interesting. The different types of eyes. When you're trying to get it right. Wow, when her hair was long. Wow, a different gem. I don't remember any of this. Man, I really went through it. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, whoops, I didn't realize that I still had the menu up my bed. Yeah, the hair constellations, right? Well, my goal eventually was to have, like, you can see the back of the space. Oh, I'm also getting cut off, hold on. The back of my hair is like the space. I want it to like move or have like a parallax effect when I turn my head, it's like moving or something. That was another like more complicated eventual design I wanted to do. Angry is the default setting Saya has for me, bruh. This popsicle looks so goofy. I love it so much, Rebecca. There's a tutorial on how to do like glitter on clothes for a model. Oh, I saw that. That looks so good. Yes. Yes, the glitter tutorial. That was amazing. Right? It's so sick. Yeah, so a lot of live 2D comes down to drawing the unseen and separating stuff. It's a lot of that. Whole magical girl transformation, dude, I want to so bad. The amount of time it takes. It's so worth the payoff though. It's like the coolest thing ever. That was an ad. Ads be bullying. Boom, 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 boom. Cotton candy flavored croissant. That'd be so cool. Definitely try the parallax effect someday. I remember a VTuber had a galaxy inside her body. It looked amazing. That's very cool. The parallax would be cool with like Void Saya too, with like the void showing through her skin. If I ever made a Void Saya model. Like this here. Like that piece would be really epic. The cool thing is I could literally turn this drawing into a model, like in this position. Right? That'd be very cool. To the void, yeah. To make those skin sections break off and all that. Yeah, right? Or like have an animation where like a crack goes across her face. Oh my gosh. It's so cool, dude. The possibilities. The potential. Wow. I love it. Do, 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 do. Alright, gems, I would love to hang out longer. I'm going to end stream a little bit early here because I have to pack some Etsy orders that I would like to send out today before work. If anybody's interested in checking out my Etsy shop, by the way, there is the link to some of my work. It's a great alternative way to support me and the stream and my content. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hopefully you learned a lot today. I really enjoyed all of our conversations, had a lot of fun. Just discussing different things. You guys are absolutely amazing, wonderful. I appreciate y'all so, so much. And, yeah, I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. The Among Us sword guide your Etsy, right? No problem. Have a good day, Jake. Good to see ya. Alright, hold on. We're gonna send the raid, but I have to go back to my page really quick. /raid. Oh, wait. Okay, we're gonna raid 𝐒𝐞𝐧𝐝, I think is how you say their name. Alright, gems. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, same time, I will be live. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Again, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, Jen.